Flames taking care of business on Saturday night, winning by the final of 41-13 over Middle Tennessee. Liberty improves to 5-1 on the season. Matt Warner, Joe Yock on the call. And Joe, this was a game the Flames were supposed to win, and really it never felt like a game they were going to lose. They kind of took control early.
Yeah, I mean, Malik Willis started doing what Malik Willis does, and then defensively, they really got it ramped up in the second half. They get a lot of pressure on the quarterback, but it was a little bit hit and miss for Malik Willis throughout this game. They were able to, contain him a little bit, and then he threw some interceptions. But overall, the game that Demario Douglas had in the first half is really what set the tone.
Take a look at the highlights from this ball game. Liberty got off to a fast start. You mentioned Demario Douglas. What a night he had. He finished with 156 yards receiving on 6 receptions and the touchdown. That was all in the first half, by the way. The interceptions were a little bit of an issue for Malik Willis. About as, inconsistent as we've seen him this season.
Yeah, and you got to give Middle Tennessee State credit. They were able to create some really nice athletic plays on those interceptions. As you can see right here, they did. I would say this for Liberty. They started to establish a traditional running game late in the first half and into the second half with Josh Mack and TJ Green.
Liberty led 24-7 at the half of this one. Second half, that's when the defense really started to ramp things up. The pressure from the defensive line started to get to the Blue Raiders.
Get out of the jacuzzi. Here comes Jabuzzi. Right there, big play for the safety.
The safety, Malik Willis, another interception, 3 of them. Remember, he didn't have an interception on the season coming into this ball game, threw 3 tonight, but then he'll also give you the spectacular. That wasn't it, the third interception that he threw, but he also made some plays that not many quarterbacks in the country will make. And on the other side, you're the quarterback Cunningham from Middle Tennessee that made some nice throws as well.
Yeah, Chase Cunningham is a good, gritty quarterback, and Middle Tennessee State did a lot of good things. Here's the play right here. Malik Willis is scrambling in and out. Oh, my goodness, where are we going?
Looking downfield, eventually finds Cody Rum. No big deal for the 2-point conversion.
That's just too easy.
Also ran one in to close out his night, so a couple of passing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown as well for Malik Willis, who finished with 91 yards, or take that back, he finished with 80 yards on the ground. Josh Mack gave you 91 as you take a look at the final stats. The penalties, still an area of concern for the Flames. They've bitten them a couple of times this year, but all in all, a pretty dominant win.
And look at the balance right there. 227 yards rushing, 222 yards passing, 449 total offense. So that balanced attack is exactly what Hugh Freeze likes.
So the Flames get the win, move to 5-1 on the season, and will now look to continue building on that as they hit the road for the next 2 weeks.